How been you? It's Saturday morning, the 9th of March. I know that because I'm out for a meal tonight and I've been reminded already. Hope you're well. Many thanks for everybody who got involved with the duck race on the last one. Congratulations to Kege. You've still got to get in touch with me though, even though it's only been less than 24 hours, don't worry about it. I'm up here at the minute, it's looking great, it's cold. I've always got the same clothes on, you know, whenever I'm doing a video. Never mind. Then my scruffs, everything's ruined what I've got on anyway, so it don't matter. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to have a look at this skimmer and see if we can sort this out. I've got a feeling, well, I can pretty much see where it's come from. I've just dried it out and the water's still sort of seeping and rising through, so I'll show you. So as you can see, I've took the flap out the skimmer. There's a seal just here. Like I said, you can just see it there, that white seal. That's obviously a bag of crap, in all fairness. So what I've got to do is I've got to get in there, get some LB1 up the sides, across there and up there. I ain't worried about the top because the top ain't even going to be really touching water other than the odd splash, I would have thought. And that's what I'm going to be doing today. Well, that's what I'm going to do to start off the day. I'm going to get that sealed up first. I'm going to have a look at the front and pay attention to the front edge as well, because as you can see from here, that front edge, well, you can't see it while I'm pointing, can you? But this front edge across here, I'm just going to run some LB1 across there and up the sides as well, because that's where I took some snots off when I sanded it and took some sharp bits off. So yeah, I'm going to put some LB1 on there as well. Just opened a fresh tube, another tenner. But there you go. Hey, the things we do for these bloody wet fish, bloody wet things, wet pets, whatever you want to call them. Pain in the bloody horse they are. So yeah, I'm going to go around this this front edge as well, just here. I might have just took a little bit too far with the sanding, but it ain't going to hurt nothing. As I said, it's going to be underwater mostly. You can probably see just, yeah, you can see that there. You can see that there where I've just took a little bit too much of that off, so I'll be on all that as well. Some of today's in all fairness, but there you go. So, oh, sorry, what am I doing? Bloody donut. So yeah, that's my job for today. Get this skimmer all sealed round again. First time I've seen them cracks actually around the edges. Not very good really. If I'd got a Dremel, I think what I'd do, I'd probably take it back and then seal it all the way properly, but I ain't got a Dremel. We'll see how we get on first. Also today I've been up, well this morning I've been to Wix's. Other DIY stores are available. Just put that in as a disclaimer. Do you know what folks are like? Been and fetched me a piece of white pipe, 1.25 inches. I'm racked off up there because I've only got little bits. I've had to scat just for, I've got 4 or 5 90-degree elbows. Obviously an elbow will come up, an elbow will go across, then I can send it across there. I'll probably have to put a 45 there, and then I'm going to have to elbow up and elbow in with the electric, but that's going to be later on. Hopefully I'll get it done today. Also my plan today is to start digging out, at least get to this part here at the front of the pond. I don't know if I documented this on the last video, but I found the green pipe down here as well, which looking at it is giving me just enough depth, so that's good. From this level at the minute it's around about 13 inches down, so that's okay. So yeah, if I can get to this front edge of the pond today with the green pipe trenched in, and then what I'll do is I'll come close up to the pond, as close as I possibly can, put a 90 there, come down and join onto that. I've got to try and keep a gradual slope as best I can, so yeah, I'll trench that in today, take a little bit off the top of there as well, and hopefully we'll be alright. So I'm going to crack on, I'll snap back to you as and when. Hopefully this sun's going to break through because it's bloody cold at the minute. Once again, thanks to everybody who's just subscribed as well. I've noticed Subscribers have gone up a few, so thank you very much. Much appreciated. Thanks for joining me on this journey. And yeah, we'll crack on. I'll catch you later. Right, so as you can see, I've done all around the skimmer, around the bottom, up the sides, that side as well, as you can see that. But what I have noticed, you'll notice I'm taking water out the pond again, and I'll tell you the reason for that. Is because if you look at this, the fiberglass ain't took to the skimmer at all, so that's obviously where the water's tracking, is behind the fiberglass. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the level even more in the pond now, which is a bit of a pisser because this water was, well, it's been in here a week and it's maturing. It's got plenty of crap on the top, but there you go. It's just gonna, I'm gonna try and get a bead of OB1 under here as best I can. Just get it under, squash it back in, and tidy it across. It probably ain't never gonna matter too much because, like I said, the water line is pretty much here, just over this last bar. But I'd sooner just do it just to be done with. So it ain't took to the plastic at all, and I'm wondering now what the bloody returns I'm like. But we'll see, we'll see. I mean, it's like I said, like I documented, we ain't lost no water. Or not noticeable anyway, you know, it was just seeping obviously behind that fiberglass and coming out in there. More water than what I'd like to have seen. But let's get it sorted while I'm at it, why not? May as well, and then we can get started again. I don't know if I've documented in the past, but the skimmer don't pull, and the reason being is because I left it as 1.5 inches in there, which is my own stupid fault, I suppose, because what I should have done was cut the old bottom off the pot and put a 6:2 reducer on. So that's my own stupid fault, but there's a backup plan. Always a backup plan, and it's something I've thought about for a long time. Now, I've never had an heated pond, heated at all, never, other than the sleeper pond down here. I put fish tank heaters on that just to warm it up, but I did have a 2 kilowatt heater on to start, if you remember, when I was spawning. But the cost of that was just too extortionate. So what I'm thinking is, obviously the skimmer goes straight into the drum. Disconnect the skimmer off the drum, put a pump on that. I've got a basket for the skimmer, which is going to stop any heavy crap and stuff going down. I can also put a bit of jack matting in, no problem. Just gives me something to maintain, which is part of the hobby. So obviously that goes down, across and into the drum. So I'll put a pump on the inside, then I'll core drill an hole here, and core drill an hole about here, and in this area here I'll have an air source heat pump. That's the plan. That's going to be later on in the year though, so obviously that's to come. I ain't worried about the skimmer, if I'm honest. The skimmer what was on my old pond was only a piece of 2-inch pipe, and 9 times out of 10 that was just pulled out of the water. So it was never skimming. So that's the plan. Air source heat pump going on here soon. As soon as I've got it cladded and stuff, and I've got the hose cored, then we might look at it later on in the season. At the minute I ain't too fussed about it going on yet. My main concern now is just getting this skimmer now sealed up again, make sure it's okay, and then I can refill it and give it a couple of weeks, put some more clay in, put some more Envirex in. You can see the clay and Envirex and detox is all settled around the edges. That's because the pumps have only been on low and there's no fish in there to swirl it up anyway. So yeah, but now I'm taking more water out. I probably have to turn the return pumps off, or pump. So yeah, the fiberglass ain't took to the plastic. That's a bit of a pisser, right? Catch you in a bit. So since I last spoke to you guys, I've had the power off and now it's back on. This is the main cable coming in. As you can see now, it's got plenty down in the corner already. It runs up, and I've got about an 8-inch loop here, so I've got more than enough. I've plumbed all the cable up in white plastic pipe, and I've also re-diverted it. I've still used that same hole, safe sort of making any more holes. So that's where it is. It comes across here, down here, joins onto the main. Now I can backfill this, and it just gives me that bit of reassurance that that's well done and out the way and it's ain't going to bother me. So I took a couple of hours to do that with the electric off and stuff. This is still just draining out slightly. I'm going to attempt to get that sealed up now. Kelpie's just messaged me with a cracking idea, but I've already bloody took the water out now. I'm going to get that sealed up, and then the tap can go back on and we can fill up again. Hopefully it'll be better this time, but it's just a ball ache, eh? So big carnage here again. I'm going to get this back filled. I might actually put some compo on it. I might do a dry mix and stick a dry mix in there. I don't think I'm ever going to get at it again, or need to get at it again. Obviously my green pipe runs alongside it here. That is going to be slightly routed differently. That's going down into that trench as well, and then I'll route that right on the edge of the pond here. So I'll take it out down the edge of the pond, and then I'll go across the front edge of the pond here, and then down into there. So the green pipe's going to be a different route than what it is. I might get it trenched out today. I might even start getting the pipe in, but we'll see. It's Saturday the 9th. As I said, I'm out tonight. And I've got to be there for 6:30, and it's about 10 mile away where I've got to go. So by the time I've got wash changed and everything else, the missus started getting ready last Wednesday. You know, they ain't like women. It takes women, you know. Time for me to have a rant now. It takes women longer to get ready than it is to stay out. I've known my missus take about 4 hours to get ready, and we're only out for an hour. What is it with you women? Not some sexist or anything like that. I just call work it out. I need the dumb blokes manual for you lot, I think. But right, I'm gonna crack on before I get myself in trouble. I'm shattered. I'm knackered. I really ain't cut out for this anymore. Right, so I've already told you. Shifted the electric. We've done the skimmer. I don't know if I documented the trench. Did I? Let's spin you around. Let me get down. Let me get down here first. So, I documented, removed the electric. That old piece of green pipe is from out the ground there. Obviously, I've ripped all this up. I've got a new piece of green pipe there. Sticking out, it's got to be manipulated a little bit. I've trenched all that piece of green piping down there. Just down here, I come across a footing where my step was, just there, and you can see the green pipe there. So when I found that, I realised that that green pipe there was lower than what I was doing. So I know there's a bend underneath the ground there. So as you can see, what I've done, I've connected on to the original, which is low enough, should be low enough. It's probably just on the edge, but you know what, that all slopes down now, and that all slopes down to there, so that's actually saved me a little bit of digging. So yeah, I got to dig across here and down here, so that saved me a bit of digging. As you can see, I've got loads of crap to get rid of, so it looks like piling it all on the drive again and getting the grab round. Obviously all the slabs have got to come up. You can just see the green pipe under there. That's the original green pipe going under the gravel boards. It's going under the gravel board by about, I don't know, 2 inches. Well, that gravel board's in the ground there, 1 inch, so that's got to come out. By the time I've took the slab and the compo layer off here, I've only got to really skim about 1.5 inches to 2 inches off, so that's a bonus. And then I can start finding my levels. What I might do is I might sort of dig a couple of decent sized holes and just rake everything in and just trap the levels that way. Obviously it's less then to move away. There's still a concrete pad got to come out over there. You can just see the edge of it down here. That was where I had the deck in, if you remember. So there's a concrete pad there. That's got to come out. all that wood, I just don't know what to do with that wood. I think I'm just going to get rid. Just anybody need any firewood, come and get it. Because it's pickling my head now, it's doing my head in. It's just pallet wood. I did make some fence panels out the front with it, but you know what, I ain't going to bother no more, I ain't going to make no more. So if anybody wants any firewood, come and get it. It's just in my way. I will need to hold a bit back just to make some shuttering of some footings. So if anybody wants any, just come and get it. But I've got 2 barrows full. Green tub full, black tub full. My other green tub has got me alpha grog in, which I'll probably be getting out tomorrow to put into that little shower there. And it's a mess. I've made more of a mess than anything today, but you know what? It's a good mess. It's the sort of mess I like, because we can see, again, I'm getting somewhere. It just looks a mess up there, don't it? It's like a bomb city. I mean, that's probably still got to go down a little bit down there, but I'm getting there. But it's like 1 step forward, 2 steps back, as I've already said. Pond's filling up again. We're just about halfway up the skimmer now. And you can just see it lapping on that middle bar now. Don't know if he's leaking, I got a clue. But as I said, that what's worrying me the most now is with that not taking to the plastic, the fiberglass not taking to the plastic, which I should have known really. But actually, I've got to go out with Obi-Wan on my face. I should have known from the last time I had it done, and I was told. The only thing I'm a little bit worried about is the returns, because if you remember, I put flanges on the returns and it's fiberglassed over them. Earlier down here, the day seemed to be drying out, but looking at it again now, while I've got you on the camera, it does seem a bit drier. So hopefully it's just the overspill of what was left in there, and it's just creeped down the walls. So hopefully it either returns. If it is the returns, I've got to empty the pond again, fully empty it, get in there. And what I'll have to do is I'll have to Dremel around the flanges as neat as I can, scratch it up a little bit, and I'll be on it. So we'll just have to wait and see. I don't really want to do that if I ain't got to, but let's see what happens. Hopefully it's already sealed down there and this was the only trouble. Looking at it at the minute, it's been filling for a bit, halfway up the skimmer. No signs of any water yet. Obviously it's fully dried out, but there's no water yet under there, so just gonna have to keep an eye on it now for a couple of 3 days and see how we get on. I've left the flap out, the flap's down here, old flappy. So I've left that out for the time being, because obviously there's 2 grommets on there we'll have to go in, and I've left them out just for now. But as you can see in there, everything's hopefully sealed. I hope we've cracked it, but we shall see. I think it was just probably down to that fiberglass more than anything. I think it was all it was, but we'll see. I'll leave these in here for now so as they don't blow away. Get me Obi-Wan out, because otherwise I should be getting that. And yeah, that's where I am, Saturday afternoon. As I said, we're out tonight after a meal, and then it's Mother's Day tomorrow. So I should be over and see my mother. Hopefully I can, I've got a little tank over there I can get set up. I might document that if I can get round to it, but obviously it's Mother's Day 8, so we shall see. I'm going to turn the tap off in a bit as well. But anyway, there you go. I'll snap back to you when I've got a bit more to rattle about. Catch you in a bit. Literally 10 minutes ago I did that video. I just had another look at Skimmer. Unbelievable, Jeff. I honestly can't see where that's going to be coming in now. Oh, Lord above. I can't see where that's going to be coming in. Turn the tap off and try again. How been ya? It's Mothering Sunday. The 10th of March, that's right, 2024. And I'm over at my mum's at the minute, just to obviously give her the flowers and the Maltesers and whatever else. So what I have done is I've just set another little holding vat up. This is destined for some little fish this year, wherever I get them from. Got a chance of being Adam Boyers, in all fairness, when he releases his small ones. We've got a 4,000 litre pump. I'll spin you around and show you. Running in a shower. So there's a little backy shower that you'll probably recognise from my house. We've got a 4,000 litre Jabeo pump running on that. It was half full of, well, I say it was half full, I've just put the tap in. It was half full of rainwater, to be fair. It's just been here for a while. So around about 28 inches high and about 4 foot wide. So it's nothing massive. Gives me dad something to do, to be fair. He can feed the fish and also sits here. He likes to sit out here in the sun, so not a problem. Also got the bench over there where he likes to sit, which is, I always wanted to put him a pond, if I'm honest. I always wanted to put him a pond over here because we got 2 foot high with the gravel boards, and I wanted to put him a pond in here. And my dad kept on no, and then he'd come out with, I thought you were going to put us a pond in. But yeah, never got round to it. My mother's got some lovely maples as well. That's a cracker. That one is that big in there when that's out, and that one there over there on the corner. But yeah, that's where I'd have put a pond. I'd have put a pond in there. Nice pond, 2 foot high. Just dig a hole, put a liner in, and then we could have had a waterfall coming out the corner maybe. Down here, filters up the top. You know what I mean? Would have been nice, but I don't want that. So yeah, I've just spent a couple hours in the rain. To be fair, I've still got some tidying up to do. I've got to run the cable, the electric cable, under the yeah, got to run that electric cable which is coming out the shed under the grass turf. So I've got to pull it back a bit, run it under the turf. That goes round to the back of the tank. So there you go. Works. A little shower. As I said, I've got jack matting in the top and then there's 2 layers of Alpha 4,000 pump running it. Seems to be running it quite nice. Just topping it up and then I'll leave it run till I get some little fish. Don't know how many gallons in here, if I'm perfectly honest with you. I'm guessing 150. If somebody wants to work it out, it's around about 4 foot across, 29 inches high. If anybody wants to work that out for me, talk, will be bothered. Happy days. Catch you later. Having ya? It's Monday evening. I've just got back from work. Just got my scruffs on. I've just come up to have a look. If I look a bit rougher than normal, I do apologise. I've had a bloody, you can probably see it, a sty or a poke in my eye, underneath my eyelid here, and it's been sore all week, to be honest. It's still sore now, even though it burst last night in the night. So I'm a bit rougher than normal. I know I'm rough, but I'm rougher still. But there you go. Just a quick thanks to everybody who got in contact over the competition. Of course, Kege, who won it. I've got your prize all ready to go. Just got to get a little bit more packaging and then I can get it off to you. I just want to make sure it gets to you safe and sound, even though you're only in Birmingham, so you're a million miles away. And also Dan Palmer, hi to you, mate. Thanks for getting in touch on the email, and thanks for the nice words and the nice long email. So big respect to you guys. And the postman today, he's been round to bring me a couple of bits. I'll spin you around, I'll show you what about. So first of all, we've got some nice food grade blue pipe. There's around about, I don't know, 10-15 metres of it there, connectors on either end. That comes with the bull cock, which has got to be fitted in the drum. Now the only place I can really fit it, because I can't get at the back, I can't get at that back side, so it's going to have to go in here, which is a bit of a crap, because obviously the length of it is going to be too big, so it's going to have to go that way in the drum. So that's the bullcock. If you iced these before, they use these. I've got one in the caravan, so they use them in the aqua rolls. You can adjust the ball and everything else. That's going to go through the body of the drum, and then one of them screws on the end, which is just a normal hose pipe connector. It'll then go onto the big blue, and then obviously off the top. So I'll get round to doing that one of the days. When, I don't know, but that'll probably come when the fishermen and the drum's kicking in regular. I'll need that on. Also, while it was throwing it down the rain yesterday, I thought I'll get these out of the box, tap out plugs. I dare say a lot of people have already got these, and then great bit of kit. Just work on an app, switch your plugs on and off from your app. So at the minute I've got that oil blow 80 on one, which is running the air stones in the drum. That's turned off at the minute anyway. I've got the other one on the lights, so you know, if I'm coming up the garden, because you've got to get most of the way up the garden here before I can turn any lights on. So I can turn the lights on now from the house and then just walk up the garden. Happy days. So that's them. I've had them before I started building this thing, I think. And just because I've got tap out plugs, I thought it's only right that I get some more plug sockets. I'm zoomed in again here, don't know why. There you go. So I've got another 10 plug sockets and backs. Now them are just for in here, them are for the next project as well when I get a new shed. But I've got to put one over here, and then one over here, one over here, and one over here. So as then I've got plug sockets all around the koi house, except for there, which I've got 2 lots of here. But what it's going to stop me doing is, such as that pump there, if you look at that, I've got the wire trailing across here to a plug socket. I don't want to see trailing wires. Obviously everything's got to be neatened up and everything's got to be tidied, including all this air pipe. This is all got to be tidied up because that's pretty much just bodged there at the minute. So yeah. Now, as I've already documented, I've got a leaky skimmer. I've still got a leaky skimmer. This water healthy, don't worry about that, but that water is. So as you can see, that's soaking wet again, all down here, soaking wet. We have had some rain today, so there's probably a little bit of rain mixed in, but it is soaking wet down here as well. You can see the dry patches on the pipe up there, and obviously the wet here. Bit of food in the skimmer, if you're wondering what that's for. We've got a fresh pond, the ammonia build up, just to get it going, even though it might have to be emptied again. Okay, so what we know is that the fiberglass hasn't took to the skimmer. So when I say that, it's the plastic what it took to. Now the plastic, this skimmer's got a plastic collar on, comes across here and all the way around about an inch all the way around, and I think that's where the problem is that the fiberglass obviously I took to that, and the water's seeping behind it, even though I have tried to seal it. That can only be the issue. So, plan B. This is my plan B. I've been on Amazon and I bought this. Now this, as we all know, is a multi-tool, basically a small drill. But what it has got is a cutting disc. Okay. Now can you see where I'm going with this? So that cutting disc and some spare blades somewhere up here somewhere, I think. So that cutting disc, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it in there and I'm going to cut the fiberglass from around that skimmer. So what I mean by that is I'm going to go right on the edge of that plastic all the way around, and now the fiberglass will be stuck to the wall because it adheres to cement or render. So I know that. And if you look back on my videos when I was taking the fiberglass off the other pond, you'll know that yourself. So cut it around the skimmer, seal it up with LB1 and see how we get on. That's plan B. That's the only thing I can think of doing. Failing that, I'm going to have to get the fiberglass back, and I'm going to have to rough it up and try again. So Yeah, I ain't going to do it before I put this video out. This video will go out tonight. So if anybody's got any other ideas before I do this, please let me know. But the only way I can see it is by cutting all around that skimmer, taking the fiberglass off the plastic where I had stuck to it, and then where the fiberglass then meets the plastic, seal it round. Now I've seen it done before on other ponds. Okay, so that's plan B. But my only problem then, or my only gripe, is going to be them returns. Is it coming through the returns as well? I've got no way of knowing that because the returns are obviously under the concrete. So if I can stop this skimmer leaking, if I'm still getting water down here, because if you look there and there, see them two seep holes there, they're underneath that concrete. But at the minute all the water's coming out that hole there, which is at the end of that green pipe or that green split. So that's my plan B. And it's like I said, it's Monday night, so I'm going to put this video out tonight because I need some feedback on this as to whether it's going to work or whether you think it's going to work. It's the only way I can see around it. I've tried to seal all that skimmer as best I can. I'm going to take it off, which will allow me as well, by taking off that fiberglass from over the plastic, then opens up the screws again, which holds that front grill on. Now I sealed the front grill on when I put it on. I put a load of OB1 in that and sealed it in. So if I can get it off, I'll get it off, and I'll double seal it again. Also the screws behind, I don't know if you'll see it, they're full of OB1 as well. I'll top the screws off with OB1. Tightened them up first and topped them off, because I know Gummy's been on to me about tightening the screws up, but that was already done. So if I'm honest, at this very moment in time, I honestly can't see where that water's getting through, unless I've got another issue, like an hole anywhere in the fiberglass, a bubble was bust, I don't know. It's mad really, because it's like I'm losing no water. It's crazy. I've had the pumps on full all day. That's why the food's in the skimmer. Because this morning I come up, I just threw the food in the pond. Still a couple of little bits over the back. Just threw the food in the pond, and the skimmers obviously took that in. So yeah, need your feedback on this then, folks. Is it going to work? Is it going to benefit me by taking off that skimmer? And like I said, I can't really see another way around it. The only other way around it is to get the sledgehammer out and knock the lorry, if I'm honest. That's the way I'm feeling at the minute. Positive mental attitude. That's where we was last week. Well, yeah, last weekend. A couple of days on, it's all going bloody downhill again. Or it feels like it is. But I can't leave it like that. Even though that's getting full of dirt, I can't leave it like that. It's like, I mean, yeah, we know that's got to get full of dirt. I have got to tank up that wall as well first, before I put the dirt in. But I can't leave it like this, because water over time is just going to create so much damage, and I don't want to be in a position where I've got to do it at a later date. So there you go, bit of a waffle. I've only just got back from work. I've walked in, I'm tired to death, my eye's killing me, but I need your feedback on this. I can't see there'll be an issue with it, as long as I don't drift too far off that plastic. Just by going around that collar, I can't see there'll be an issue. That means I've only got to drop the water about a foot again, and I can work at that from over the top. But if the returns then become an issue, I've got to drop the whole lot again, just to get it then. Curveballs, eh they? It's my own fault, because I remember from the last time, well, it's hindsight now, I remember from the last time that Mick Whitelaw, when he did this 20 odd years ago, even then, he said that stuff won't stick to plastic, so he roughed it up and scuffed it up and never had a problem with it, to be fair. But that was only the bottom drain. But I had two returns sticking out on the wall as well, and he went round them and they never had a problem either. I just never had a wide mouth skimmer like this. So yeah, we'll sort it. It is what it is. But anyway, give me a feedback on this one, lads and lasses. And don't forget that gets the gallonage as well. I really ought to do that on this video, haven't I? Trouble is I've got to troll now through 2 videos, because everybody's been putting their answers on 2 different videos. So that's going to be a nightmare as well. I'm having a moan now, I'll catch you later.